Something, as we were setting that thing up, I mean, I think the projectile was like that big, right? Not something huge. And Black Cat Bob, he was getting ready, he's walking over, just puts in his pocket unseemingly, somebody shoots him with a Roman candle and boom, this thing's lit. He can't get out of his pocket long enough. I mean, you saw the explosion there. I mean, that would take chunks of flesh out of his leg. I mean, we're talking bad injuries.
That would be an injury that would take years to try to recover from, and even then, I don't know that he's going to walk right.
And time sensitive. I mean, a lot of times, we're carrying tourniquets on the ambulance. I mean, we're talking about some damage to some big vessels that are running through our legs. Minutes. I mean, possibly minutes.
So the thing about this is, sometimes I've seen displays where he was trying to be real careful for his family, and so he took it, a ways away from him to light them off, and he literally took and put extra ones in his pockets to carry down there or to reload the tube each time, because he was staying down there while his family was up and away. And that just came to mind while that happened. I thought, because who's thinking, well, I don't put firecrackers in my pockets. It could easily, just as not thinking for a second.
Not thinking about it. Well, here's the thing. It's not only right in his pocket. You saw it shot out of his pocket. It blew his jeans right open, and 20 foot away, it got a little close to our camera there, but 20 feet away, I mean, so the people, just because you're not standing right in this vicinity does not mean you're safe, 20 feet, 30 feet, I mean, everybody that's around is at risk.
And remember, they said these are not, you can't, you don't know where these are going to go. I remember as a kid, my cousin had lit a firecracker, and all the extra firecrackers were in the back of the pickup. Well, it ended up in the back of the pickup, and our whole display lasted about 20 seconds.
We were thinking about that when we were getting ready to do this demonstration. We had to move our fireworks because we're worried about it being close, and we're trying to do a demo here. So I mean, if we're having to take those types of precautions, chances are you're not taking those precautions when you're just trying to have fun.
You got charged hose lines, people in bunker gear. I mean, they were doing it as safe as we know how to demonstrate how unpredictable and dangerous these can be.
All right, Joseph, Black Cat Bob did a little different this time, right? He didn't hold it, right? And most of these say you need to put it on a flat surface. So we put it at his feet, lit it on fire, did not have a very long fuse, and all of a sudden, boom, it was shooting up, underneath him, and he caught on fire. I mean, not to put it different. And here's the thing: a lot of these things, when we were reading that, when we were getting ready to test that one out, it said, "Hey, be careful. This one could reignite." As me and you and we're talking right now, it is literally on fire.
It is still burning over there.
Yep. So one of the things you need to be careful at, and Ross talked about that in our previous segment, is after you do a firework, you need to submerge them in water. They need to go in water. They need to soak and be in water, because these things, just because you set them over here and it's already been spent, there's still remnants in there. There's still explosive, components still in the shell or whatever you have. There's still explosive components on the ground around you after you've busted a bunch of fireworks.
So and we're talking about firework safety. We're thinking about the safety aspect of the user, but also, like I said, they get done with it. They leave their trash there. They take off, and again, it is burning.
Yes.
It is over there. It is on fire.
Right.
And after somebody leaves, it reignites. Now they've got a grass fire. Somebody's home burns down. I'm telling you, that stuff really does happen.
Well, on 105, 106 degree day, man, it does not take much. It's already dry. It's humid. It does not take much to get everything going. And again, in all of these, they're going to say, well, Black Cat Bob's not real smart with this stuff. He's just, I'm not going to hold fireworks or set fireworks right into my underneath region, right? But here's the thing, man, that happens. I mean, this was nothing crazy. We are setting it up for demonstration purposes, but I think every demo that we've done here today is absolutely a possibility and could happen.
And none of this is even talking about the really crazy stuff. It doesn't take, like I said, a few minutes on TV to watch. Usually it's young people not acting, real smart and doing things that it tells you not to do with the fireworks, and that's just ludicrous, just absolutely ludicrous.
They put those warning labels on there for a reason, because that means someone's done it, right? And there has been an injury from it. I mean, that's where those warning labels come from. Somebody somewhere did this where you're thinking, I would never do it like that. Somebody did.
It says right here, for you not to hold it in your hand, they have to put that on there because somebody held it in their hand.
Somebody did, you're right. So Joey, I think Bob's had a pretty rough day here.
Been a long day for Bob.
I know there. Obviously, we staged that one.
Sure.
We put it in his mouth,
Sure.
right? And no one's going to put fireworks in their mouth. We literally just heard a story a while ago. Oh yeah, my friends used to do that back in college.
Yeah.
I think you could see what could possibly happen here.
Well, and I know, like I said, we had it in their mouth, but the reason that we put it in their mouth is we weren't trying to get it in their mouth. We were just trying to get one to explode near their face. Right. Like if you were to walk up and look over one of the tubes, or even the trash can after you've thrown them away, if you go look over it and it comes out, it's directed. It's limited on where it can go, and that's what we were trying to demonstrate here.
So that charge that we were doing, that is one of those. So the tubes, right? The tube that you basically take the projectile, you light it, right. You drop it in the tube, and it's going to shoot straight up. Again, we were talking about it. You got to have your hands to light it, and you got to see what you're doing to do it. You lean out over it, and I mean, that speaks for itself. I mean, that is just.
And the only reason we put it in his mouth is because we were going to stand out here and direct it just like you would if he was looking over it, but it was just too unpredictable. We couldn't make sure that we were going to get it in the same area with the wind blowing. It was just too dangerous to even try. So that's the reason we did.
Demonstration, fire truck, several firemen out here, and we didn't feel it was safe, which means chances are it's not safe for you, even if you're following all the rules, right? We know you cannot do fireworks, set fireworks off here inside city limits.
Right.
You've got to be, I believe it's 5,000 feet outside of city limits, about a mile.
So that would put you in the county, but then even then you need to check with the county and see what their laws are.
Right, there's lots of regulations and rules there too. But again, I'm going to keep going back to it. Even as small as a sparkler to as high as one of these artillery shells we just set off, there is no
completely safe way to do it.
There's no completely safe way to do it. The only completely safe way to do it is just like Ross said, go to a fireworks display that someone is licensed and they are professional. They literally do that for a living, and they do know the predictability of what they're about to do. Someone has come out and permitted them to be able to do that. I mean, that's just the safest way. I mean, there's too many what ifs when we're talking about fireworks.
We're not trying to destroy anybody's fun. We're not trying to rain on anybody's celebration. It's not that at all. It's just the fact that we see so many injuries every year, and it keeps growing. And we're just trying to make people aware of the dangers of playing with fireworks.
Please be careful. Fireworks season is really all the time. Obviously, we know July 4th during the summer, New Year's. I mean, there's and we were talking about even just weddings. It doesn't even have to be a holiday.
Right.
We understand that that's part of Americana and what we do.
Sure.
Again, we just wanted you to see the possibilities of what could actually happen. Joe, I want to thank you, man. This has been an awesome day. I think it's been an incredible training.
Well, one more thing real quick. I know that they see our faces and they used to see Bob's face, but also we had a lot of help today. Lieutenant Guerin with the fire department lighting all this for us. Of course, Brian's always here taking care of us behind the camera there. Appreciate that. But there's a lot of people that go into this to make everybody aware.
We even have my better half here.
That's right.
With the
You're much better.
Fire prevention. Yeah. So we even had somebody from the fire prevention office here. We checked all of our boxes even as we did this demo. So yes, I want to thank everybody. We had a couple fire trucks standing by. The crew out at our fire training center. We're here kind of on standby in case one of these things went wrong. But man, I just think I think today was pretty impressive and just kind of reminded everybody how serious this stuff can be.
And again, we don't want to get any ugly emails about trying to rain on anybody's. No. This is not that.
That's not the case.
We want you to enjoy your celebration, have a good time. We just want you to be safe.
Absolutely. Well, man, I tell you what, I'm Mason Matthews.
Joey Huffman.
And this was Black Cat Bob. And until next time.
Next time.